Hi everyone. So today I am going to start the chapter circles. Okay. Now circles, you are familiar with this as you have learned this in the 9th class. So you know all the basic properties of circles, like you see the perpendicular drawn from the center to a chord bisects the chord. Then angles in the same segment of a circle are equal, etc., etc. So many theorems. So you can recapitulate those. Now in the 10th class, we basically will discuss about the properties and theorems on tangent to a circle. So basically this chapter should be written in this way: tangents to circles. So we'll study about tangents to circles. Now what do you mean by tangent to a circle? So you see, we have a circle with center O, and suppose you have a second, that is a line which intersects the circles at 2 points, say A and B, forming a chord AB. Then this line is known as secant. Okay. So a secant divides the circle into two regions. One is a minor segment, this is a major segment. Okay. And suppose now if the secant is moving downwards horizontally, then what will happen? Suppose this is moved down to this place, so that A is now has moved to this point and B has now moved down to this point, so that this length AB of the chord, length AB, or the distance between the 2 points of intersections, is now reduced. Okay, so if you go on moving down further, the distance between them will go on decreasing, and after a certain point, that is these 2 points A and B, they will coincide at a single point, say P. And then what will happen? This secant will now take this position. That is, the secant is moved down from this to this. So when the 2 points of intersection of the secant with the circle are coinciding in a single point, then this secant is known as tangent. So what we can say about a tangent? So tangent is a line which touches the circle at a point P, or this point is known as the point of contact. And as you see, it is obvious that only one line can be drawn at a single point. That is, only one line, such line is possible, which is touching the circle at a single point. So there are infinite many points. So at each point on the circle, we can draw a single tangent. So there will be, at a point there will be only one tangent, but since the circle has infinite many points, so there will be infinite many tangents can be drawn to a circle. So okay, so this is the basic definition of tangent. So that is, it is touches the circle at a point, or it is a spatial secant whose the point of intersections with the circle coincide at a single point, and that point is known as point of contact. Okay. Now let us discuss about the number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point. Number of circles. Now let me write a number of this way. Number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a given point. say P. So now you see we have a circle. So it's center O. Now this point P, this can be inside on the circle or outside the circle. So there will be three cases, that is when the point P, case 1, inside the circle, on the circle and outside the circle. This point P. So when it is the point P is inside the circle, you see all the lines that will pass through the point will be all secant. They are not tangent because they will be intersecting the circle at 2 points. So in this case, when point is inside, no tangents can be drawn or zero tangents. Number of tangents that can be drawn is 0. And when it is on the circle, when the point P is on the circle, as I told you just now, that only one circle can be drawn. So only one tangent can be drawn. Only one tangent. So this here it is only one tangent can be drawn. And when the point P is outside the circle, here say, then a pair of tangent can be drawn like this. This will be the point of contact. Say PQ and R. So we see that when the point is outside, then only 2 tangents can be drawn. Okay, so this is clear. Now when 2 tangents will be drawn from a point outside the circle, then we have to define a new term which is known as the length of tangent. Okay, so you see, so the distance between the external point and the point of contact, that is this distance, is known as length of tangent. Length of tangent. And similarly, the external point is the point of contact, so this distance is also length of tangent. Length of tangent. So this is clear. Distance between external point and the point of contact is defined as the length of tangent. Okay. Now we'll define 2 theorems on the tangent to circle, which is very important. So the first theorem that we'll be defining is that theorem 1. Okay. It is that this theorem states that suppose this is a circle with center O and this line L is tangent to the circle at the point P, that is P is the point of contact. So we say in this way, line is tangent to the circle at the point of contact P. So according to the theorem, this tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means this is the point of contact, so radius to the point of contact will be this one. So this is about the theorem. So let me write the statement. The tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius to the radius through the point of contact. So this is the statement. The tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay. So now the proof of this theorem can be given by logical answering. So like this, we take any point, say Q here on the line L. Now you see, this point Q has to be outside the circle, because if it is on the circle, it will be a second. Again, it is inside the circle, then also it will be a second. So the point has to be outside the circle since it is lying on the tangent. So if I join this OQ, this is the Q, and suppose cutting the circle at the point, say R, then what will happen? This OQ is equal to OR plus RQ. OQ is equal to, this OR is equal to OP, both are radius. This is radius, this is also radius. So in place of OP, OR, I write OP plus RQ. That means what? That means OQ is greater than OP. This we conclude just from the logical reasoning, looking at the diagram. Let us take any other point, say S. With the same reasoning, I can say that OS is also greater than OP. So this will be true for any point lying on the tangent other than the point P. All will be greater than the OP, because all the points are lying outside the circle. That's why by this logic we say that distance of this point, or distance between the center of the circle and any point on the line, or that is tangent other than P, is more than OP. That means what? OP is the shortest distance between the center of the circle and the line L. So that means that's from observing this we say that OP is the shortest distance between the center and the tangent L. And we know the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. Therefore, OP is the perpendicular distance of O from of L, let me write, of L from the center O. Since perpendicular distance is the shortest distance, perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. So by this reasoning we say it is perpendicular distance. That means what? OP has to be perpendicular to L. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to the line L. So hence it is proved. That is, the tangent L line is perpendicular to the radius. OP is the radius to the point of contact P. So in this way we give the proof of the first theorem. Now let us come to the second theorem. Theorem 2 is about the length of tangents. So, we have a circle, because I have to write the theorem. So here is the external point P, and here is the center O, and from the external point I can draw two tangents, the point of contact Q and another one say point of contact R. So the length of tangents are PQ and PR. So according to this theorem, the length of tangents are equal. This is the second theorem. So we can say that the second theorem can be written in this way: the length of tangents, the lengths of tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. This is the about the theorem. The length of tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. Now this proof can be given very simple way. You see, what we do, we join the point of contact with the center, and by the first theorem, this is the radius to the point of contact, so it will be perpendicular to the tangent. Similarly, this is also radius to the point of contact, so it will be perpendicular to the tangent. Then what we do, we join this. Then what we find in these two triangles OQP and ORP, you see OP is the common hypotenuse. For both the triangles, OP is the hypotenuse, and OQ is equal to OR. They are radii of the same circle. So these two are congruent by RHS. So by CPCT, PQ will be equal to PR, hence proof. So we write in this way the proof. In right triangle, first of all you have to say that this is 90 degree by the first theorem, or we should better write it. OQ is perpendicular to P, say give a name, say X, and here say Y, PX, and OR is perpendicular, OR is perpendicular to PY, and by the first theorem. We will write this whole theorem in the bracket. So therefore, and then after that what we do? After that we join PO. Then to right triangles are formed, then we start in right triangle OPQ and right triangle OPR, OPQ and OPR, since OQ is equal to OR is equal to radii, bracket with me, radii of the same circle, and OP is the common hypotenuse, therefore by RHS, triangle OPQ is congruent to triangle OPR, therefore PQ is equal to PR. PQ is equal to PR by CPCT, hence proved. PQ and PR are nothing but the length of tangents, hence proved. So in this way we have prove this theorem. So these are the two basic theorems which you have to use in this chapter, solving the questions of this chapter. Okay. So let us look at the definition of these two theorems again, so that with the help of these two theorems we will be solving a question that you have taken. So the first theorem, the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Second theorem, the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Okay. So now we have taken this question. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meets a line through the center O at a point Q. So that OQ is 12 cm, find PQ. So there is a circle with center O, and there is a tangent at the point P. So at the point P I have drawn the tangent. So this is the tangent. This is tangent at the point P. Now, okay, and this tangent meets a line through the center. So I've taken a line through this center. This is a line, okay? This is a line through the center. So this tangent meets the line through the center at the point Q. So this is the point Q. And it is given that OQ is equal to this distance. This is given to be 12 centimeter. This OQ is your 12 centimeter. Okay. And radius is also given. Now since this is the point of contact, so this is on the circle. This point is on the circle. So if I join this with the center, this will be our radius. So this is your 5 centimeter. Now you have to find PQ. PQ means this is nothing but the length of the tangent. So we have to find the length of tangent. This is the question. So how will you proceed? First we use the first theorem, that is tangent at any point. That is tangent at any point is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. So by first theorem, by theorem 1, what we have? We have this tangent means PQ. I can write PQ as the tangent. PQ is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. So OP. This I have. So I can show this to be 90 degrees. So this is a right triangle is formed. Now this is your 5 centimeter. This is your 12 centimeter. So very easily I can find out PQ. So by Pythagoras theorem, in triangle, in right triangle OPQ, we can say OP square plus PQ square, OP square plus PQ square is equal to hypotenuse of OQ square. Now simply put the values and you can solve. OP is your 5. So 5 square plus PQ square, PQ I have to find out, and OQ is 12 square. Therefore PQ square is equal to 12 square minus 5 square means 144 minus 25. That is, it will be 14 minus 5 is 9, 1, 1 by 9. Yes, 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, right. So therefore, what will be PQ? So PQ is equal to square root of 119 centimeters. So this is the answer. So PQ is square root of, or let me write this. This came out to be square root of 119 centimeter. This is the answer. So here I have used theorem 1 only. So if I now draw another tangent from this point Q to the circle and cutting this at the point R, then we can very easily say what will be the length of QR. This will be also 119. Why? By theorem 2, the length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circular equal. So QP is equal to QR. So we don't have to calculate. So this will be also QR, since PQ is equal to QR by the second theorem. So we have shown you the application of these two theorems. So you should memorize these two theorems, which will be useful in your construction problems. Okay, so that's all for today. Bye.